just so I know you're there and you're watching. And many of you watch the replays, so please type in hashtag replay so I know that you've watched this video. This is about investing in property and creating financial freedom. This is for our Freedom Tribe. So if you want to invest in property, you want to create freedom, you should be watching this, so pay attention. But if you get offended easy and you're a snowflake, I suggest you switch off now because it's probably not for you.
My mate George here, he retired at the age of 37 by investing in property. Mate, I feel like I'm with royalty today.
I think George is a great mentor because he really does care. The George I know, I met him 3 years ago, he does care. That's why he does his work. So I can talk to you about cash flow and all those things. George is better at that than me.
Property guru George Markowski from Positive Property Solution joins us now. George, good morning to you.
How are you, George?
Okay guys, me and my team are about to go live, so make sure you grab your beverage of choice, sit down, and you're in for an amazing show. Hello and welcome to the Positive Property Show. Now, we're going live in our group, Australian Property Investors. If you're watching, type in hashtag live so I can see that you're watching. And for the people on the podcast, hello. And I've got Stacey with me. Hello, Stacey.
Hello, George, and how are you?
Really good. It's always a pleasure to have you with me, Stacey. I really enjoy our conversations.
Thank you.
And we're going to have a lot of fun today.
We are.
If you look at my background, I'm actually here in Canggu in Bali. If anyone's watching from Bali, please type in the chat, hashtag Bali. I'm very curious to see who's watching from Bali. But if you're not, like today, so what we're going to do today, I want to talk about the macroeconomics because at the moment, there's two driving forces for property. There's one force that's pushing property prices down and one that's pushing them up.
Okay.
And I wonder who's going to win. Well, I've got the answer. I've worked it out for you. So watch because I'm going to tell you who's going to win, but it's very interesting. We've started off early today just so we can have a little bit extra time explaining what's happening in the macroeconomics. And what we're going to do at the end is we're going to be announcing our winners for our competition for Bali. This, later this year, November the 8th and 9th, we're doing our 2-day intensive. So every year we do it. Every year, all our team, all our members, we all get together somewhere different in the world.
That's in 4 weeks, George.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
We do our 2-day property intensive. It's pretty exciting, and I'm going to really enjoy hanging out with all you guys. It's going to be great. You're coming and bringing your family, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
Excellent. I think many people are.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good excuse to have a bit of a holiday. Check out what we're doing and everything else like that, which is going to be great.
Absolutely.
So
Can't wait.
we've been having this thing called interest rate hikes lately. The RBA has been pushing them up like crazy, but then in June they stopped. And a lot of people ask me going, George, what's going to happen with interest rates? And how is that going to affect housing? So I think I need to sort of address this issue tonight and explain what's going on.
Everybody's
So
waiting.
yeah, well, I think people want to know, right?
Yeah.
So I guess basically what we want to do is I want to talk about how interest rates work. So what they're doing is the RBA is pushing interest rates up to slow down inflation.
Yeah.
Except the funny thing is when you put interest rates up, that's a kind of inflation on its own that inflates things.
It does.
So it's like saying, I've got a fire, I'm going to pour a bit of petrol on the fire to put the fire out.
Awesome.
You know, I don't know how it works that well. The only thing interest rates goes up, that what it does, it stops economic activity, which slows down the economy, which I don't think is a good thing anyway. But anyway, look, me and the RBA, we don't see eye to eye. That's okay. But what they've done is they actually haven't been raising them recently.
No, they're on
They've kept
hold,
them-
right? The last 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. And now the RBA is saying they might need to tighten things up in the future, but I would say it'd be very difficult for them to do that because there's a lot of market sentiment and no one really wants them to do it. So, um, so is that good news? It is in a way,
That they're dropping.
but they're not going to be dropping them yet. But they may be dropping them sometime mid next year, maybe.
Oh, I thought it was going to be sooner. Damn it.
I don't think so. But this is the thing we need to keep in context, though. Interest rate rises haven't had their full effect on the economy and on the property market yet because they haven't filtered through. Because what happens is people who've got fixed rates that are on a lower rate is not costing them any more at the moment. So what happens is each month there's a bigger group of people falling into the new interest rates and their payments are going up.
Yeah.
And some quite significantly from where they were. Right? So basically, if you look at it that way, it's not until mid next year until we get the full effect. So by mid next year, all the people on fixed interest rates would have come out of their fixed interest rate into the new high interest rate, and therefore they're going to feel mortgage pain.
Yeah.
Is this good for the property market? No, it's not good for the property market. It's bad for the property market, but also it's an unknown in the future. So that's one point against the property market going up.
Yeah.
Now, what are the points about property market going? What's the points for property market going up is we've got one big issue at the moment, which is massive,
Mhm.
all right? And this issue is the Australian housing construction. Australian housing construction has crashed, right? And the housing, the finance for new housing is the lowest it's ever been since the global financial crisis 2008.
Is that due to borrowing capacity or?
It's due to borrowing capacity due to not being able to find properties. So people can't find properties and people don't have borrowing capacity. So what that means is right now when we need properties, we're just not getting many built.
Yeah.
Now, Labor have said they're going to build 1.2 million properties over the next 5 years because that's how many properties we need.
Mm-hmm.
That's around 250,000 a year. We've only done that once in our history as a country. Only once in 1 year.
And we did it.
So we did it
We're
once. Now,
optimistic.
but the thing is, that was when there was no labour shortages, when labour and materials were cheap and easy to come by. Things have changed now.
Yeah.
So if Labor thinks they can build 1.2 million houses in 5 years, that's a pipe dream in itself. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Like it's
Reality
impossible.
check.
Reality check. It's not going to happen. So what does that mean? We're going to have a massive housing shortage, and we know
Even more
most
than we have
people-
now, because we already have a shortage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we got 1.5 million people moving here, right?
Yeah.
So they estimate we need another 1.2 million houses getting built. We've already got minus 100,000 at the moment, so we're way behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
So just to give you context, we need to literally build another Perth in the next 5 years.
Wow.
Right? Now, how long did it take us to build Perth? I don't know, 100 years?
Yeah.
Right?
We might be able to do it a
Right.
little quicker than 100 years, but still.
No, of course we can do it. We can do it a lot quicker than 100 years because we've got a purpose. But building another Perth in 5 years is not going to happen. Not on the cards. So the only way to actually stop this housing crisis from continuing is to actually stop immigration. Now, I'm not saying that I'm against immigration, but that's the only thing that's going to stop it.
Right.
So, yeah, and the other thing is Australia is spiraling deeper into rental crisis at the moment, right?
Yeah.
And our vacancy rates are down to less than 1% Australia-wide.
Less than 1%. I knew it was low.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that low.
Yeah, so
Do you know where the houses are required?
absolutely. Of course I know where the houses are required. That's part of what I do. I do research on where we need to buy houses. And what's going to happen is if you look at Sydney and Melbourne, they're quite bloated.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some buildings in Sydney and Melbourne, but there's going to be a lot of houses built in Brisbane, Adelaide, and Perth to make up the difference, because Brisbane, Adelaide, Perth have got more land available close to the CBD.
Yeah.
Where, when you look at Melbourne and Sydney, once you get to a certain size, it's very difficult to keep spreading out because it's almost like a satellite city.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
I remember when I used to live in Sydney, and I used to work for a marketing company there in Sydney, and there was a guy that used to live on the Central Coast, and used to take him over 2 hours to get to work and 2 hours to get back every day.
Wow. I couldn't.
4 hours a day. And now he couldn't afford to live in Sydney because it was too expensive. So, Sydney and Melbourne are very expensive now, right?
Yeah, they are.
The vacancy rates.
Um,
So, so with our vacancy rate the way it is at the moment, it is super low. Because I used to consider 3% vacancy good.
Yeah.
Now I consider that bad.
Now
You
you
know,
can say it's
funny.
bad.
We
Yeah.
used to do our due diligence, go in under 3%. Yep, go for it. Now you look at a 3%, you wouldn't touch a 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
So the market has changed. You know what I mean? So what's happened is the way to invest in property has changed over the last 20 years as I've been going through it. And because I've been doing it for so long, I can see the little changes as they come along, where people that haven't done it before, they don't know what to expect. They don't know what numbers are good, what's a good vacancy rate, what's a bad one, or what's a good supply and demand ratio and things like that, which
Yeah.
I know.
The numbers game.
So that's right. So the biggest factor in property is supply and demand ratio. Right? If you got more supply, less demand, property prices go down. So see, you look at Japan.
Yeah.
Japan's a classic example of the wrong supply and demand profile, because Japan's got a crisis of not having enough babies, right?
Really?
So, yeah. So what's happening is people in Japan, they're not having sex and there's not enough babies.
You don't know that. But maybe
No, no.
are they more
I've-
career orientated?
I've read the articles. They're not having sex. They're not interested.
Oh,
Because what's happening now is a lot of people are just online watching porn and can't be bothered going out. Yeah.
sometimes put up. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is this live? Yes, this is definitely live. So I'll tell you what happens is the live happens on Thursday night. Then we've got the encore on Friday for people that missed it. So we are definitely live right now.
Yeah.
If you see, I'm coming live from Bali. Oops, I've got the wrong camera. The camera's over there. I'm lifting up the laptop. Here we go. You can see my little pool out there. Yeah, because I've been house hunting here in Bali at the moment,
Yeah.
and because I've been going around the world. So I've been in Macedonia, I've been in Portugal, Spain, Utah, Hawaii, and Bali, and Japan, and all those countries except for Japan have got a massive housing crisis and don't have enough properties.
Oh, wow.
Right? So I'm here in Bali looking for a property, and you think Bali, you'd get a really good house for good money. You know what I mean? Because you've got to pay cash here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to give you an example, I'm planning on spending 1 or 2 mil cash to buy a property, and I still can't find something I really like.
So next question, George, is if the market is going the way it's going, still a good time to invest?
Okay, well look, put it this way. So interest rates haven't affected us until mid-June.
Yeah.
Then they're going to get the full effect of interest rates. Once we get the full effect of interest rates, RBA are going to start cutting rates. Right? Also, we've got a massive rental crisis, massive crisis of construction, not enough construction.
Yeah.
And we've also got the other problem, which is all these people moving to Australia. So it is the perfect storm. This is the boom that no one is talking about.
Yeah.
Right? And at the end of the day, like all the booms that happen, usually most people find out about them too late.
Yeah.
Way too late.
Wait.
Like at the end of COVID, after the big boom, we had somebody who was joining our program going, I want to buy property, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And a lot of people think they're too late, but you're never too late because you always got the next boom.
Yeah.
But you're better off doing it earlier than later.
I
So
can't make
now-
those chats across either, George. So
That's okay.
We can read them out.
Now is the actual best time to invest. And no, it's the second best time to invest, unfortunately.
First
not the
best time was 20 years ago.
That's right. That was 20 years ago was the best time. I know because I invested 20 years ago. And those properties from 20 years ago, they've made me really rich.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Because it's all a matter of time.
Yeah.
Time in the market. So the sooner you bought your property, the better off you are.
Yeah.
And having the property long enough, property is like a tree, you know what I mean? When you plant a tree, it doesn't do much straight away unless you plant bamboo. Bamboo grows really quick. And so when do I anticipate the boom to happen? Hey, George, when do you anticipate the boom to happen? I expect this. I expect there's going to be mortgage stress that's going to go through till June.
Yeah.
And June's going to be the peak of it, probably. Between now and next June, RBA probably going to look at lowering interest rates.
Okay.
What's going to happen is once interest rates, so if interest rates lower before June, then that will save everyone from all that mortgage pain anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be able to go down, right?
Okay, fantastic. You see George just come through now. So can you hit me up, please? They've got 30 investment properties and need to pick your brain. Willing to invest? Nothing is free.
Yep, great. Reach out, talk to Stacey. Stacey will message them and we'll organise, find out if they're the right fit for us to talk to.
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely. Yeah. I'll get in.
If you've got 30 properties, that's one thing I specialise in. Multiple properties are good if you got the right ones in the right place, the right structure. There's a lot of moving parts. You got to get all right.
Absolutely.
Yes. So we had a competition.
Yeah.
We're giving away 2 flights and accommodation and 2 days pass to our big workshop.
Our big workshop.
Our 2-day intensive property. Our 2-day property intensive. Also, they've the winners were getting 2 tickets to the VIP dinner and going to be sitting on my table with me, which is pretty good. So I'm going to have me and my team of experts. We're going to be having a dinner on the last night of the event. It's going to be a lot of fun, and afterwards we're going to have a big party too.
Absolutely.
For my birthday.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's going to be George's birthday party.
George's birthday party.
Yep. And what happens on George's birthday stays on George's birthday. Bali stays in Bali.
No telling. So our event is 400 to 40 million in real estate. So that's your journey and your story, yeah, George. What we're doing at the 2-day event.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Can a first homeowner get into the market using equity only? Of course they can. Now, thank you for the happy birthday. So let's call our winner.
I mean, if I'm correct, I can just see Facebook user. I can't see a name there, but I believe they're watching now. So I'm just about to call you. Now, do you want me to call George or you want to call?
You can call, and they can hear me over the phone.
Yeah, all right. I'll put you on speaker.
I don't have a number, so
okay.
Might make
I've got it sitting here in front of me.
Okay, so what happened is with our competition, we had some other consolation prizes, which you'll be happy to know. But what we did is we decided to do a meritocracy. A meritocracy is whoever works the most gets the most money, gets the most points. Yeah. And this person, her name's Lisa, she won.
She worked hard. All right, you ready? I'm going to call her on speaker.
Let's call her right now. Okay, let's do this. We're going live. I feel like we're on a radio show.
Oh, yeah.
We're like Kyle and Jackie or whatever. I don't know.
Hello, Lisa speaking.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Hi, Lisa. It's George and Stacey from the Positive Property Show coming live.
Hello.
We are live.
We're doing the announcement to the group, and we wanted to say, Lisa, you are the winner of our Bali holiday event, property event Escape. Congratulations.
Oh my God. I'm so happy to hear that. Oh my God, I'm so happy and excited to hear that. You've got no idea how much I'm going to be looking forward to hanging out with you guys in Bali.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun.
Oh
Lisa, you put the work in.
As you can see, I really wanted to win that prize.
You did. You worked very hard.
I did work very hard. I've got a lot of people to thank me to help me work so hard for that. So I'm just like so excited. Thank you so much. I can't wait to get there with my husband and
Fantastic.
just gain so much knowledge.
I was just about to ask who you're taking with you because it's because it's actually 2 tickets.
Yeah, no, my daughter wanted to come with me, but Well,
Yeah.
okay, if the husband plays out, it will be my daughter coming because I think she could learn a lot from being over there myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Positive Property.
Excellent. Well, look,
Like,
well done. Congratulations. You put the work in and you deserve it. So well done. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, George. Thank you so much. I can't wait to meet you and the whole tribe. Really, I cannot
Look
wait.
forward to it. It's gonna be great.
Awesome. Look, I'll be in touch tomorrow to get some details off you, Lisa.
All right, thanks, Stacey. Thanks for calling, and thank you so much for making this real and making it happen.
No worries at all. Thank you so much, and you'll hear from me shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
You.
Bye.
Excellent. Well, there you go. Now we've got the consolation winners. What were the rest of the prizes? Let's go through this because we need to go to our private group. Let's do it.
Yeah, okay. So we had the second prize, which was 2 tickets to the event itself. Yep. So Alex won that, and I believe he is watching here. I saw him pop up in our systems not so long ago. I can't pronounce your last name, Lozanovsky.
Congratulations, Alex. Well done. Second in line. And
James.
next.
Now, James got third prize, which is a wealth session with one of our specialists. James is also a member, and his last name is, he's also here. I can see him live as well.
Well, look, what I'm going to do with James and Alex is I'm going to give them free VIP tickets, and they're going to be sitting at my table with the VIP dinner on the last night of the event if they're coming along, which will be great.
Fantastic. All right. Well, let's see how we go with that.
Okay, so someone said, been following you for over a year, and I guess fear of the unknown holds uncertainty. You guys are inspirational, but where do you take your first step without committing without knowledge? Look, the first step is to actually book in and have a chat to one of our team, like Stacey.
Yeah.
So the team will reach out.
We'll reach out. Actually, we'll get your details. I've got the team here in the chat. So I believe we've got Jessie online. So Jessie, if you could just grab the details for me, and we'll book in a session, and we'll have a bit of a chat and just get you started.
That's okay. Yep, we'll just slide into your DMs and have a chat and get your details. And Stacey will have a chat to you. You can see Stacey's always smiling. I love it.
Yeah.
Look, I love it. I love making people happy. It's so much fun. I just want to say thank you to everyone who joined the competition. We're going to be launching one soon, but up top they've said we're not allowed to just yet, but we're doing it very soon.
We've got another competition, but we're not allowed to do it, but we are going to do it.
Alex, love your work. Look forward to it.
Awesome.
Have a chat to George, who will convince you to take that leap. Trust me. Look,
Yeah.
I really don't want to convince anyone to take the leap. I want someone to convince themselves.
Yeah.
Because I think that's actually better. Because, if you're investing in property, you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for me. What I want to do is I want to give you all the tools, all the experience, and for some people that want to join our program, great. I'm wrapped. For other people that want to get free information off us, I'm happy for you too, because there's I've got an abundance mentality where there's lots for everyone. So thank you everyone so much. Very thankful and grateful. Next Thursday, we've got a special thing we're doing, actually. Christine and I are going to be doing a little chat on the lounge and talk about property and talk about a little bit about our relationship and how we got together and why we got together. It's going to be very fascinating. So if you want to find out more about Christine and I's relationship, it's going to kill me for saying this because she normally tells me I'm not allowed to say anything about it, but I will. So it's going to be interesting. We're going to get on to our next group. So see you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.